I am happy to get this opportunity to also support this bill amendment by Senator, the distinguished senator from Nandi, Senator Chute. Honorable Speaker, Article 179(3) up to 180 talks about CECs. And this amendment is very crucial, and it came at the right time. Removing a CEC with 1/3 is not justifiable. And I think what Chute has done, Senator Chute has done, is commendable. We need to have 2/3 majority, as he has said. To enhance this threshold, we need to sit with Chute also to add a few things, do a few amendments here and there, and that will be very, very important for us to make sure that CECs are protected. Honorable Speaker, if you look at the way CECs are being handled in the counties, it is, in fact, like a CEC is a flower girl for governors. Honorable Speaker, a CEC has no authority to sign any document if it comes to financial documents. The person in charge of finances are CEOs. And when they sit in the cabinet with the governor, they make amendments, they make laws, they have programs, plans for, let's say, a year, 2 years, 3 years, up to 5 years. But then a CEC will only do what the governor wants. And as the governor can also, most governors are threatening the CECs to do whatever governor wants. These are not only to CECs, even CEOs. In some instances, letters are written from another office, and the name of that CEO is written on that letter, below there, and the letter will be brought to the CEO for the signature. These are even award of tenders. Honorable Speaker, the biggest problem we have in the counties are corruption. That is why you see a governor can give or promise somebody a contract without even going through normal tendering system. That is why Chute, with his wisdom, brought this amendment so that a governor cannot influence the CECs to remove, the governor cannot influence the MCAs to remove a CEC. Honorable Speaker, having said that, we also have another problem in the counties, and these are salaries to the MCAs. Honorable Speaker, an MCA today is earning, a place like Marsabit, earns about 140,000, 150,000. Let me give you an example. An MCA from Ilret, Marsabit to Ilret is almost over 500 kilometers. It takes you 2 days to go to Ilret. The road is very, very bad. Security is bad. And you expect this man to travel all the way to Ilret. The fuel is going to use is about not less than 50,000 to 60,000 going and coming back. The same MCA is having issues in the villages, whether it's a wedding program, funeral, harambes, it's doing small jobs. And then you expect the same MCA to come and work and make laws in the county assemblies. Honorable Speaker, we need, if you want to change these laws, to amend the laws, you need also, or we need also, to help our MCAs to at least get a salary not less than 400,000 per month. if you want them to do a very good job. Some people are saying MCAs are removing governors, even deputy governors. But this is an influence. They can be influenced from outside there to remove a governor or a deputy governor. That can be done because they don't have even money to do their own personal things, like taking their children to school. Honorable Speaker, I'll tell you today, how do you expect an MCA to oversight a CEC who is earning over 400,000? How can that be possible? It is not possible. He cannot work efficiently because he's not being paid well. If you want efficient control of the county, you need to pay our MCAs well. Honorable Speaker, this proposed amendment needs to be looked at and add, or in fact, we need to add a few things. Honorable Speaker, the issue of the governors. Honorable Speaker, I met Governor Sonko about an hour ago in these premises. And the way Governor Sonko was removed, if there is a way of even asking the Governor Sonko to bring a petition to this House, because the way he was removed is totally, I think, is unconstitutional and also very irregular. Honorable Speaker, you know, when these laws of impeaching governors should be looked at, we need to do amendments. That amendment that can go even as far as after they've been impeached in this House. This matter needs to go to the courts for the courts to say, yes, this person was removed regularly. Honorable Speaker, some people are saying Governor Sonko was removed from up there, but I want to differ with those people because the same senators, some of them are here, even now, they're in this parliament. They removed Sonko. If they wanted to defy the issue of up there, they should have said no. Simple. Say, no, we're not going to remove this person. So the issue of removing somebody, and I'm very grateful, I'm happy that our president is not following that trend. He says no, because he goes to church every Sunday, and he believes in God. Honorable Speaker, removing our governor, elected by, in some instances, over 500,000 voters by about 30 to 40 people, is really not the right thing to do. Honorable Speaker, if you look at Article 181, it says removal of a governor. C talks about abuse of office and gross misconduct. What is this gross misconduct? Like when we removed the deputy governor, they were talking about the deputy governor for Kisii. They were talking about money that was sent to him, 800,000. Is that gross misconduct? This is what we need to know, or to even think of, or even discuss, Honorable Speaker. So, Honorable Speaker, I will say I'm happy with this bill, but we need to do further amendments. And even talking on the issue of governance, we need to discuss, we need to have a discussion. I have a proposed bill amendment on the governors coming before this House. And we are just discussing on which particular day is convenient for the House and the management of this House. So anytime we agree on, I think this proposed bill will come before this House. And I'm sure Honorable Cherargei will support me on that. Honorable Speaker, there is this issue of Bunge Towers. Honorable Speaker, I brought a statement to this House in regards to Bunge Towers. Honorable Speaker, I happen to be in the Committee for Roads and Housing, and the answers we've gotten from that statement is shocking and quite unbelievable. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, billion shillings, and it's supposed to be completed after about 2 years. Honorable Speaker, surprisingly, when the answers came before us, the answer they gave was from 5 billion, the contract was increased to 9.6 billion shillings. And it took 11 years to complete. Even some items, specifically electrical items, which are there, are already outdated. They are outdated and they cannot be used now. They need to remove most of them. Honorable Speaker, the main contractor had so many subcontractors, you don't know even who is doing what. That is the statement from Parliamentary Service Commission. Honorable Speaker, there is an elephant in the room. This is Parliamentary Joint Services, led by a Director General. Honorable Speaker, I am bringing a statement next week in that regard. We want to know how much budget they have, how that money is used, and I want to also thank Honorable Wambua to he brought up an issue of employees who are interdicted because they invited, that is, they said they invited some media people into that house. Honorable Speaker, there is not only the issue we have is not only on the Bunge Towers. There is something else happening in this parliament. They are doing something called Physical Security Information Management System, PSIM, which is contracted to a contractor, I'm told, already going into 6 billion shillings. I'm going to bring a statement, Honorable Speaker. Next week, we want this House to be furnished with documents that show that the exact position when they started that project and where we are now, how much money was tendered for, and how much was already spent, what is the balance payable, and if the work is complete, and or when it's going to be completed. Honorable Speaker, like Senator Wambua said, we need to start to clean our house first. We call people here, the governors, that they are corrupt. We call ministers here, CECs, corruption. And we need to clean our house first. The Speaker of the National Assembly said he is going to punish those people who ask these questions. We are elected to ask questions. We are elected on behalf of 60 million people of this country. And we don't fear anyone except our God. We will ask questions today, tomorrow, and as long as we are in this House, Honorable Speaker. Finally, Honorable Speaker, in support of Senator Chute's statement, I want to urge him, after next week, we need to sit and discuss this amendment and see how we can help add more issues on it. Honorable Speaker, let me, in conclusion, say I wish to support this motion. Asante sana. Thank you very much.